Hello and welcome to Crystal-Clair Divination. Today I'm going to begin with the Light Seer's Tarot and Guidebook by Chris Ann. We're just going to do like I've done before, where I just read a couple things from the book. I'm not going to read a whole lot of stuff because I really hope that you're able to get this book and this set for yourself. Right? So she covers a lot of things. She covers readings and spreads. She talks about journaling, which is really cool because I've mentioned that before as well. And then she talks about meditating over the cards and connecting with the cards. Then she gives you a couple of spreads to work with, which I went over in the first video where I went on one of my rants. You know, I'm always tempted to delete stuff and start over, but I don't. I try to be authentic, and this is me. I'm crazy. So, all right. So we're going to start with the Fool, okay? Okay. Beautiful, 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 right? That's in the Seer position, and then in the Shadow position. And I'm standing rather than sitting, so I'm swaying more. It's going to be like cards kind of dancing around the screen like catch me if you can. Okay, so the Fool, Light Seer. New beginnings, potential, adventures, enthusiasm, awakening, innocence, and optimism. Shadow Seer. Naivete, assuming you already have the answer, rash or impulsive choices, lacking experience, analysis paralysis. I like that, analysis paralysis, and foolishness. Then she has this little bit here. So, every dream achieved begins with a seemingly foolish notion that there is something bigger out there, something greater to explore and to become. This childlike optimism comes from deep within your knowing, and it reminds you that you can achieve all the magical things that you've been dreaming about. The journey of the soul begins with a single step, and you may find yourself on the edge of an epic journey. Turn toward your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the abyss is offering. You may not feel ready. You may not be ready. But there is magic in the air, and the universe is waiting to support you with infinite love and guidance. Trust your intuition as you swan dive into the seed of potential. I am ready for this adventure down my soul path. Oh, that's an affirmation, isn't it? This last little bit that she writes at the end, right? That's like a little affirmation. Let me see. Justice, my good karma is delightfully loving. Yeah, little affirmations. So she has the Light Seer, the Shadow Seer, like a little story, like an explanation or some insight, right? And then an affirmation. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, awesome. And so with the Labyrinth cards, after I read, the definitions or the meanings from the book, I compared them to the Rider-Waite. That was not my intention to do that with this deck when I first started, because there's a little bit more to it. But we're only at 355, so I may still do that, so it'll give it a little bit more time, and then also you won't have to go back and look it up, but more than likely anyway. So yeah, of course I'm still up in the air. But for right now, this one, the Fool, we're going to stop here. We just have the Light Seer, Shadow Seer, her insight, and the affirmation. And again, the affirmation is, I am ready for this adventure down my soul path, right? Soul path, the way she says that, it makes me think of our contract, right? Soul contracts. So, all right, so that is the first card of the Major Arcana of the Light Seer's Tarot. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that you're getting the information you need, just in case, like myself, you were gifted a deck of cards without the book. And, you either cannot or don't want to buy the whole set, right? Which I don't think this one was very expensive. I think, if I remember correctly, I think it was like $17 something on Amazon, I think is what I paid for this. Like, you know, probably like, it's still less than $20 after taxes to get the whole deck, to get the deck and the book, because like I said, I was gifted the deck. It was not in full and it didn't have the book. And then, so I decided to buy cards, and I bought these also off of Amazon. And I thought, I don't really like these shiny type of cards like this, but I got them anyway. And I thought it would be no big deal. And they are cute, right? They're cute. There's nothing wrong with them. And so I'll use them still for other things. But the problem was the guidebook. The guidebook said some really weird stuff in it. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So you heard this story already. But, so yeah, like I said, get the whole deck. Get the whole deck. But for those of you who cannot get the whole deck at this point in time, right? I can just go ahead and give you the information here. Because she has the information for free on her website. So you can always go to her website if you like. I should look that up rather than just keep saying it. But I think it's the Light Seers Tarot, right? I Googled. That's how I found it. I just Googled the Light Seers Tarot, and it came up. Her website came up. And then she also has a site, I believe, with her name, Chris Ann, right? There's an E at the end of her name. So you can look it up either way and get the website so you can have this, and it'll take up your whole screen. Like the picture will take up your whole screen. It's beautiful. And so that may be easier for you to do, but for those of you who cannot do it that way or don't want to do that or just love listening to me ramble about nonsense, you know, you're always welcome to come back to this as well. So if you'd like to leave a comment or question below in the comment section, please feel free to do so. If not, you can send me an email at crystalclairdivination@gmail.com. And as always, until we meet again and beyond, please have a blessed and beautiful day.